When we last played, you guys had taken your positions out in front of Camp Vengeance, facing towards the north to kind of slow down this tide of undead that was streaming towards you. Skillfully digging trenches, amassing fire and flames, enough that would have easily thwarted common undead. You saw them slowly prodle out of the undergrowth of the jungle just to the north. They popped out of a long line of trees and descended. It was an ogre zombie with a couple other zombies and a skeleton. They looked around, seemed to kind of take stock of things, letting you know that there was a little bit more of an intelligence there than your mindless Romero or Walking Dead cannon fodder. You closed up, waited for them to get into you. They saw you out in the open, immediately started to engage. A little bit later, 6 armed apes, each holding 2 undead underneath them, nestled kind of like a bomber would hold a payload of cargo come breaking out of the underbrush. And here we are, top of the round, with Driz, Shyla, and Zarian and Dread out there trying to make stuff happen. Where is Kitty at this point? Where is your hawk?
Oh, wasn't Kitty doing... Last I knew she was doing recon.
He was just circling above, right?
Yeah.
She lets you know that she sees in the underbrush there are things moving out there, leading you to believe that there's probably another group of undead somewhere in there. What would you like to do, Driz? It is your turn.
I am going to continue to move dash back into the fortification. So I think, yeah, so with the move and a dash, it should be right at the gate.
All right.
Right. Oh well, this is difficult terrain though for this piece, right?
The trenches, yes, would be difficult terrain, so it'd cost you double. Actually, your strength's pretty good. You've got more than 10 feet. You could easily jump it.
Cool. All right, then that puts me. Yeah. So I'll just be like, yeah. Hopefully the goats don't get scared. I'll say it's just me, goats. Okay, that's my turn.
Gotcha. Next up is Shyla. As you are on top of the wooden palisade with 2 archers, they are trying to put flaming arrows into that ogre zombie that's squared up on Dread. What would you like to do?
How far is that ogre from me? That's one thing I struggle with. This is the concept of distance.
It's 40 feet. You're about 10 feet up, and then it's 38 feet out.
I'm thinking though, dancing lights goes up to 60. So I'm thinking about casting that and trying to just awe and get their attention, because they are zombies. There's some intelligence, but also it worked on the T-Rex. I'm thinking about casting that and then directing it over top of our setup field of fire we have over there to try to get them to leave the pursuit of you guys and try to redirect them over to that where we can set that ablaze. What do you guys think about that?
Is that a concentration spell?
It is.
It's just a cantrip.
Here's the question. Are you guys having this conversation before you do it?
Oh, yeah.
Because
it is.
We as players have the ability to take a look back and figure some stuff out. Shyla is seeing a whole bunch of stuff bearing down on her newfound friends, and while it could make for an interesting story, people have to be alive to tell it. So you're sitting there and you're like, could I possibly try to mind trick them with the lights just like I did with the T-Rex?
Could I, should I?
Yes.
You know what?
You did.
Yeah, I got a good hit on that ogre, but it freaking didn't even bother him. So I'm gonna cast dancing lights.
Is it gonna be the one human shape or a whole bunch of small ones?
So I want to do into, because it can merge into a somewhat humanoid shape, and I want to cast it right in this area so that it gets the ogre's attention and maybe a zombie or 2, and then have it drift over and just hover right in this area.
So it goes and then moves over. I'm gonna choose evasion.
If anything, maybe it gives them a moment of distraction.
Give me a 1d20 flavor roll. We'll see how effective it is.
1d20, take it. 16.
A couple of the zombies seem to have taken notice of it.
Maybe they'll even get stuck in that trench on their movement over.
Possibly.
Yeah, as far as movement now, I'm staying where I'm at.
All right.
And that will be my turn.
Gotcha. Next up is Zarian.
Alright. I'm going to, with my, got 35 feet for my movement. And you said you could, I could jump that easily.
Yeah, it's whatever your strength score is. That's how many feet you can jump as long as you've got 10 feet of movement.
Okay, yeah, cool. I should be able to end up right next to the bear, big bad
Possibly.
bear. Because right here is 35 feet, and then if I can climb up the rope real quick and holler back at Dread and say, "You get your ass in gear right now. Get out of there." And that's it.
Alright, Dread, it is your go. Sarian has called out to you. It seems that they have pulled back and started scaling the palisades.
All right.
No time for heroic.
All right, so Dread has been really struggling internally, especially ever since the fiasco at the temple and kind of him beating himself up and kind of giving in to the fiend and growing that side of himself. And he's been very angry, acting out on that. And when he stepped out on this battlefield, that's all he wanted to do was just a fight. But he's also very pragmatic, and he's also really struggling with wanting to still be a paladin. He is still trying to embrace that side of himself. And he sees the entire scene. He sees this ogre bearing down on him. He sees these gorillas in the mist coming his way, and he saw how fast they moved, and he sees just everything going on, and he understands that this is his moment to embrace that part of him again and show that he is still at his core a paladin. And he, however it goes, he wants to buy his friends time to escape. That's his goal. So what he does is throws his cloak off a little bit, draws his blades, and as he does it, I'm going to cast Divine Favor utilizing a pact slot. And because I'm utilizing the pact slot, the way this manifests is as this eldritch glow coming from his blades and from his eyes, and every bit of skin that's showing just kind of has this engulfed eldritch flame around it. And he's going to bring those blades up and right back down onto the ogre. So I'm going to make my first attack using my scimitar at advantage
And
due
it's
to
AC 8.
fairy fire.
9 beats it. There you go.
Man, that was a terrible roll, but it works. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you some damage here. I have 7 plus. What's that? I apologize.
Maths. Every D&D player's worst nightmare.
Math?
Thought that this was going to be satanic and that I was going to live forever. Turns out it's just algebra and theater.
6, 13. All right, another 3, 16. And he is going to pop a divine smite on the end of that for a total of math.
28.
All right, now using the nick property of his scimitar, I'm going to take, as I bring that down, basically it's hitting with the other one, and I'm going to maintain my bonus because of two-handed fighting, and I will also take that one at advantage thanks to fairy fire. 18.
All
And
right.
get you some damage there. 7. That's going to add my bonus because of the two-hand.
How does it look when this thing falls in front of you? How do you kill it?
So this power that comes out of him, just this divine righteousness from protecting his friends, causes it to hit, sink, and explode in eldritch divine fury, and this thing basically falls apart in front of him.
Gotcha. Basically folds itself inside out from those massive hits that you put onto it.
Absolutely. And that, with a smile and an elvish battle cry that probably only Shyla understands, that is my turn.
Alright. Next up is these
I understood it.
large
Yeah.
Gorillian zombies. They move right past you and proceed to start climbing up on top of the wall. Dread, you get an attack of opportunity should you so choose. The AC for the Gorillians is 11 as they have scaled up the wall. Shyla, you can see them. They got up there, they are facing down the two people, and they basically have deposited these lanky, feral looking undead that start looking around and appraising the situations. Their long tongues start flicking out. Looks like they're hungry. The guards are starting to kind of freak out a little bit.
I think Dread misses an opportunity of attack.
Did you want to take that attack of opportunity against one of these brilliants?
Yep.
Alright.
That scimitar is lashing out. Ooh,
It's just a
no
miss.
good.
Alright, you were thinking you were gonna hit it. It moved out to the side, kind of shimmied over. These ghouls get down and they start running and engaging in melee with a lot of the other fighters. One of them is starting to climb the corner, and the other one is going over that way. That is their turn. Captain Breakspine is calling for the guards, and they get a bunch of people to start trying to take these things out and see who would notice it. Shyla, what you are seeing is these things are swiping, and when they hit, a couple of the soldiers kind of lock up in position, almost as if they're stunned. There's something with these ghouls that's causing the soldiers at the fort to not be able to react after they get hit. It's for a couple of them. All right.
Fantastic.
And then a large force comes out of the woods and makes themselves apparent. Dread, you can see that there's two in particular that bear with your superior dark vision and your location on the ground. They both look like they were once soldiers from this camp.
Okay.
And those zombies go, and you're gonna get 2 short bow attacks against you from these dudes.
16.
That is a hit on one of them. That's a hit on the other one. So it's for a total of 12 points of damage. So you got hit for 6 for one and 6 for the other. And back up to the top of the round, Triz.
I am gonna charge through here and jump over these two and pounce on this ghoul.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna take a bite attack.
AC is 12, and if you choose to do the claw first, if the target is large or smaller, it has the prone condition. Well, hold on, because you rolled an 8, right? And then the +5 is for your
Oh, yeah,
form,
15.
which gives you a
13.
So that's enough to hit it. So as long as you're hitting above a 7 on the dice, you're gonna hit these things.
Right. Okay. So then it's 1d4 plus 3. All right. So that's 4.
All right, but it's got the prone condition, which means that your bite, should you so choose to take it, can be not an advantage because you basically
yes.
knocked its ass
I
over.
will take that bite, sir. Oh, jeez. Okay. And that one is the same. It's
That's a hit.
1d8 plus 3. So that's a 9.
All right.
And that's piercing damage. Because my big old
You
teeth.
got it into the bloodied condition. You can tell that you've done enough damage to it that it's below half right now.
And then I'm gonna say in my normal voice, be steadfast, troops. And they're just gonna be terrified at what just came out of my mouth. That's my turn.
All right, that is your turn, which means that Shyla is up next. Those 2 white Grillian zombies are hanging out at the level of the parapet. So they pushed themselves up, they dropped off the 2 ghouls, and they've stayed there. What would you like to do?
If I cast Earth Tremor, does that knock the fence portion down where I'm directing it? And I know it says it turns any earth into difficult terrain. Would that affect the fencing area?
I tell you what, they'd have to make an athletics in order to hold on against probably your spell save DC. We'll do it like that.
And again, we're just gonna get right back up. So I think what I'm gonna do, since I have my longbow out still, I'm gonna shoot my longbow at this ghoul over here next to the 3 guards and the bear. So let me get this one here.
Okay, I see ya. Not the pink prone one, the one that's still standing.
Correct. And I'm using my longbow +1, which has piercing damage. So yeah, that was a 4. Do I still have a luck token? I don't remember if we had luck tokens or not.
I don't, so unless it shows it on your sheet with lucky, because it would have reset from the previous day.
I still have my heroic of inspiration from last time. I never used it.
Oh, I still have mine. Yeah, I'm gonna use that because that'll give me a chance to reroll. Correct?
Heroic inspiration, or are you talking about Jay's giving you the heroic inspiration?
No, I still have the heroic inspiration.
Okay, yeah, if you use it, you can go ahead and roll again, but you got to take the better of the 2.
Okay.
Or you got to take the second roll.
All right, and to use it, I click it to get rid of it. Correct? There we go.
Yep.
All right, the D20, that'll work.
That is enough. The ghoul's AC is 12. You go ahead and hit.
And it's a 1d8 plus 3. Son of a bitch. Take a 4.
Damage is damage.
There it is.
All right.
Not my best shot.
You're all right.
That is my attack. For my movement, oh boy, I think I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I'm just gonna hunker down a little bit.
All right. Anything else you're doing?
Nothing else to do.
All right. That's your turn.
Yep, that's my turn.
All right. Next up, then Zarian, then Dread, then everybody else. Zarian, it is your go.
All right. Seeing everything that's going down, I say, "Excuse me, ladies," as I slide down I go down, and I'll impose myself in between them, and I will attack the other one, the ghoul that's not marked on my
Gotcha.
left.
AC is a 12.
I'll just straight up attack because that's what has to happen right now. So I'll just attack
That thing is
him.
still prone, right?
He is not attacking the prone one. The prone one's pink.
Oh, sorry.
Unless you wanted to change it.
Yeah, I didn't know it was prone.
All
I
right.
didn't hear that it got prone. Because that would give me advantage on my attack.
That is correct.
And then with that, I'm just making sure it's not a different character I'm thinking about. With the rapier, that's an 18
That's a hit.
for 5, and because for a bonus action, I will do cast Divine Smite.
All right.
As a bonus action, you can take an immediate to do an additional 2d8.
So with Divine Smite,
So that's
Um,
12.
And it goes down. Holy light bathing. It is dead.
What about Divine Smite?
you can pop that one whenever you hit with a melee attack. You don't need to use a bonus action. So you can literally just like rotate through them, just so you're tracking.
Not true. It says
Hey.
casting time 1 bonus action when you take immediately after hitting a target with a melee or an unarmed strike.
They changed it in D&D 2024 to proccing on after a hit using a bonus action. And then I know that you can burn a couple of them without having to use spell slots, but then there's also certain smites that you can cast that you have to concentrate on.
It is 1 per round now.
Yeah, they
That is
nerfed
good
the
to know.
Nova of the Paladins.
yeah. Okay, cool. Hey, thanks. Yeah, my bad.
It's all good.
Who
Nobody
was they?
can keep all this stuff in their head, especially when you're like 5th edition, 5.5. All right, so that one's gone. Are you doing anything else, Arian?
Is
All right. Next up is Dread, who is in front of the dead ogre zombie. The 2 skeletons took shots at you. The other zombies seem to be heading towards that large conglomeration of lights. And
Okay.
then, of course, you got the Gorillians that are...
I am going to, first off, using my bonus action, I'm going to transfer my hex to this guy right here, and I'm going to choose strength.
Which guy?
Sorry.
You put the green ring around it.
I
Got
put,
it.
yeah, I put the, yeah.
Just making sure we're tracking the same thing.
Yep, I'm going to choose strength for his hex.
All right.
And then I'm going to move my 30, which puts me right about there. And I'm going to cast a Eldritch Blast at the one that I just targeted.
All right. Anything above an 11. That's a hit.
Give you some damage. 13 plus. Yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
And that is my turn.
Gotcha. On their turns, the Gorillian reach over, grab both of the archers from there, and proceed to throw them down in the pits. They land with a little bit of a thud as this next Gorillian jumps over, and then as does this one. Zarian, you are getting a ghoul who is going to make an attack at you. That's a 13. That's going to miss. And then it's going to try at you with a bite. That's a 19. I do believe that hits for 5 piercing and then 3 necrotic, as you're able to block its claws with the shield. And you notice some black ichor gets deposited on your shield. They're all fighting around. That card gets killed. These proceed to move forward a little bit more. And Dread, you can see that there is one that is starting to knock arrows into a crude bow, and he's starting to take aim at the people on the wall.
Which one?
It is this one right here.
Cool. Noted.
Captain Breakspine jumps down. We'll go, that's all their stuff. Alright, Driz, it is your go. What would you like to do?
I'll let Captain Breakspine do to piss these off.
he cared about his looks more than he did his people.
Apparently. Alright, I'll scoot up a little bit and see if I can do a couple attacks on this gorilla zombie, whatever it is. Gorilla zombie?
Grillin' zombie. Yeah.
Alright, cool. So the first attack is going to be the same thing I did before.
I just say Gorillion because it's like a million, but it's a gorilla. It's like a million Gorillions.
Alright, how about the zombie with 4 arms?
Well, if you counted its feet, it's got 6.
Yeah, that's
7?
frightening.
Yes. Anything above a 11 is going to hit.
Alright, so that hit. So I got +5 on that.
Correct. So anything above a natural 8 on a d20.
Yep, so this is a
Or
1d4
7.
plus 3. So that one's gonna be 7. And is that one prone?
It is a
Or is-
large creature, so yeah, it would make that.
Nice. Okay, and then the second attack is gonna be a bite. I believe that hits too.
Yep.
And that one is going to be a 1d8 plus
That
3.
one is the on nuts at 11.
5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. It looks like it's about at half health.
Okay, and I believe I don't know if I can do that. Never mind. Okay.
I'm inclined to say you could always try. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm in a wild shape form. I don't know if I could summon Flame Blade, but I'm looking.
Probably not. You
It's
can't
constant-
cast anything, but
it's-
you can hold
yeah, it's
concentration.
concentration.
You can't cast anything.
Correct. Is anybody? Never mind. Okay, that's my turn. Go ahead. I'm looking.
All right. Next up is Shyla.
Yes, sir. I'm using my second level Earth Tremor on that Gorillion that's marked with the green.
Gotcha.
What is he marked with again?
That's Dread's Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Hex.
Hex.
But yeah, basically.
Oops. I got preemptive on that. I should have done the D20, not that.
So I do believe that I have to make a saving throw against it, right?
Yes. Well, don't I have to do the D20 first to make sure it's...
So there's two ways to go about spells. You can either attack with them, which is where you roll the d20, or somebody has to save against its effects.
Okay. So it says, must make Constitution saving throw. On a
Yep.
failed save, the creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
What is... It got a 18, so I do believe
Oh, wait.
that
Sorry,
probably...
I read thunder wave. Sorry, I was doing earth tremor.
Okay.
Sorry. Dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone.
All right.
What
Save
happens
three.
on a pass? Anything?
I'm sorry, say that again?
What happens if they pass? Anything? Is it
Uh,
half
it
damage
says-
or no damage? All or nothing type thing.
Yeah, wow, why did I not see anything about it saves?
Which one are you attacking?
The one with the green, the Gorillion with the green.
It's already a prone.
No, it's not.
No.
I just
Look, you just put it
It's-
in.
I just
It
have
has
to
strength
prone.
text on it.
No. Dude, my last attack, I just hit it for a prone.
I didn't catch that.
So it's already
Wait,
prone, so you have
wait,
advantage on it.
Wait, hold on a second. Time out. Completely time out real quick. If it's
Yeah.
prone and it has to make a dexterity save, it technically fails it automatically, does it not, if it's prone?
Well, leave it does it at disadvantage. If you're
Okay.
restrained or stunned, everything like all that stuff goes. All
I
right.
was just curious about that, sorry.
That's good because I was thinking the same thing. All right, so I will go with a disadvantage, and that is going to be a big old 4. So that is effective. How much damage does it take?
Shoot, I just closed it. Sorry. It does 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
Gotcha. Go ahead and give me that d6.
Yay!
Hey, just get him out of the way now, Adam.
All good.
So what was the 3 die that I rolled from the spell list or from the spell slot? What is that?
That is casting the spell Thunderwave, which does significantly more damage because it's a leveled spell.
Okay, gotcha. So if I want to cast the spell directly, I click that one instead of the D20.
Correct. So there's either the plus to hit that you'll see with
Mhm.
certain like attack cantrips, and then there's the spell save DC. So you'd be like, hey, it's a DC 13 dexterity save, and then here's the damage, half if successful type of thing.
Okay, all right.
But I'm not expecting you to know all that stuff because we're still working through all this stuff as a new player. So
Oh, I'm such a noob, right?
it's all right. We were all there.
I'm a noob with some blackberry whiskey.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Season's greetings, you filthy animal.
All right, so he was prone already, and then I hit him with the 1.
Yeah,
So-
you got tremored.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that totally backfired on me. But okay.
It's all good.
Movement again now. I'm just going to stay put.
Gotcha. If that's your turn.
Actually, hold on. Shoot, no. Because if I move down there by Sister Cyril, that ghoul will have an attack of opportunity on me, correct?
As long as you don't go inside of their threatened ranged and then out. So like
So I want to basically go right here. Or so, yeah, I'd be coming
if
down
you
and
went
around.
down, yeah, you take an attack of opportunity from the school as soon as you left their area.
Okay, never mind. I'll wait till he's dead.
Gotcha. Alright, so if that's your turn, next up is Zarian.
Well, I have advantage on this attack because he's prone. I'm just gonna straight up attack
Gotcha.
the big dude right here.
Anything above an 11 is going to be a hit.
Is a 19 and
You guys have great rolls.
4 damage, as well as I'm going to burn another divine smite.
Gotcha.
Don't you have divine favor active as well?
No,
He decided not to do Divine
Oh, okay.
Favor because
All
they
right.
were a little bit further out. Now that we spell, we...
I'm sorry, I didn't.
That's all good. We're all trying to figure this stuff out.
yeah, it'd be better.
If we were
Because
playing
this dude's
Monopoly,
smart.
I'd be cheating like a motherfucker. But we're playing D&D, so that's a cooperative game with friends where we pretend to be elves and dwarves.
It's cooperative
Like-
cheating.
Like,
Hey, I'm a
have places
Goliath.
to
Leave me
go
alone.
with friends. That's the ultimate fantasy.
So yeah, I will end up doing another 7, so a total of 11.
Gotcha.
And 7 of it's divine, or radiant, I mean, sorry.
Yep.
And that is no movement, nothing. Good to go.
Okay, next up is Dread. Dread, you can see that those archers took a nasty fall. They're holding their shoulders, their sides, as they're looking around. They once were on the little guard tower they've got thrown down into there. They're trying to get their wits about them. They look at you, they say, help, help. What do you do?
Okay, so I should be able to. How badly damaged do they look? This guy right here, the closest one to me.
They probably could not take another hit.
All right, I am going to run up in defense of them. So that's my 30. So I'm going to put myself in the skeleton. Because how far is this drop?
It is approximately 10 feet down.
Yes, there's no way I can just help them, like grab a hand and pull them up, but I can block forearm. So I'm going to do that, and then I am going to, hit this guy here with a Eldritch Blast.
Gotcha. These skeletons are super cool. AC of 14. That's a hit.
Alright, get you some damage.
Dead.
That is 11. Boom. So blow him apart, and then I am going to drop 5, my bonus action of my lay on hands to heal.
Yeah, take it yourself.
I can't reach them from there because it's got to be touch,
Gotcha.
but I did block, so we're good, and that is my turn.
All right. Next up is...
I have a quick question.
What's up?
The ghoul that I killed, where isn't it? The one right here in front of me? This one right here?
No, you went for the prone one, which was where Drizz's bear form's now standing.
Oh, okay, got you. Just sorry.
All
Good.
good. The one with the bow takes aim, fires 2 shots, hits one archer twice, killing it. Then you got the skeleton making an attack against you, Dread. That is a 24 to hit, so that's going to be a hit, and that's going to be 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
The Gorillion is going to stand up, takes half of its movement, and then is going to proceed to take 2 claw attacks against the brown bear. So I remember we talked about it. Ford, your AC is what, 17 or 18 with your wild shapes?
No, I'm looking at the sheet right now, and it says the AC is 11.
So underneath your talents, it says that you get more hit points,
Oh,
and your
that's where I
AC, your AC is a little bit more. I saw that when I was doing session prep.
Yeah, it says 11, and I know I saw it at 17 somewhere, but I couldn't find. Oh, here it is, right here. Because I have circle forms until it's 17. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
So
And then-
that's 218, so that's going to be 6 per, so 12 points of damage as it slashes against your bear form with the 2 middle.
All right.
So sorry to interrupt, Alex. With that strength hex on it, it should be taking any melee at disadvantage as well. So any strength-based ability checks,
Hold on just a
or
second.
is that only saves? Be understanding that. But my
Acrobatics, stuff like that, because
So
Bane does it for your attack rolls, or at least it used to.
yeah, maybe.
So it's a good thing to know. So if we just go over to spells and then we take
yeah,
a
yeah.
look at hex. Besides that, I cut all this stuff out in editing anyways.
Yeah, my understanding was ability checks, disadvantage on ability checks. I guess it doesn't really specify, so I don't know.
Yeah, it says disadvantage on ability checks with that chosen ability. So that would be anything in like athletics.
Okay, so any saves or stuff like that. Cool.
Yeah.
I can work with that. I'll start using Constitution. But right on. Apologies.
No, it's all good. So your bear form gets hit with a total of 12, and then Zarian.
Hold on a second. He got attacked, right?
Yeah, and he got
Okay.
hit for 6.
By the bear, right? You
Correct.
can. I'm gonna do an imposed shield. You can subject it. Wait. Or not imposed shield. Sorry, it's interception. Sorry.
All good. I know.
When a
what you're talking
creature you see gets hit within 5 feet of you, makes attack roll, you can take a reaction to reduce the damage dealt by a D10 plus 2.
about. All right, so let's get that D10 plus 2.
6.
All right, so one of those attacks is void.
It's only 6. Okay.
Yep.
I got you, my guy.
And then
I told you I had you back.
with Zarian, you are taking 2 claw attacks and a bite from the same Gorillion. That is a natural 20.
I would like to use a luck point and make him re-roll that.
Alright, that's a 21, so it's not a critical.
That's fine with me.
So you take a total of 12 points of bludgeoning damage or slashing damage as it rips through you with 2 more claws. 2 arms on one side, 2 arms on the other side. And now that it's opened you up a little bit, it's coming in for a bite. And that is a 17. Does a 17 hit?
Awesome. Great. Just smacks me around.
Ragdoll.
Yeah, no.
And
what
that's-
what does it do? 20 damage?
Nope, that's 7 points of damage with the bite. Alright. All those ghouls and guards are going after you. It looks like these guards are not doing so well. It looks like the humanoid ones, the humans, specifically, where they're hit by these ghouls, and they're getting locked up, and then the ghouls are pouncing on them and finishing them off. They're doing their thing. Captain Breakspine is calling Ariella and Driz. You hear Captain Breakspine that they need to turn the undead, and the bless that you have on you is removed, as well as the hitting for divine damage is gone, as a large amount of divine energy starts amassing in the middle of the camp. For our paladins, this feels like a coming home, a calming feeling, but it's starting to swell and ebb. And then the roots around the tent begin to spring up and form kind of this oaken ball hemisphere that's slightly trapping them inside.
I never added that damage because I forgot about that completely.
Bless, yeah.
Yeah, the bless damage for all my hits against the
I think the
gorilla.
bless just does the +2 attack, and then you guys are hitting for divine damage.
Or the divine favor that was given.
Yeah. Alright, that's all their stuff. Alright, back up to the top of the round, it is Driz.
So when I look over and we see these vines and branches just kind of encompass over and protect that area is what I got.
The tent that all of the priests are in and Kuwasha dropped their concentration on the bless and then the divine damage, and then proceeded to start to work together in kind of like a circle magic casting format.
Okay.
A larger scale of like turn undead. They haven't gotten it off yet. Kuwasha holding the place down.
Alright, so we're noticing they're doing something over there, which is awesome. So I'm going to continue to beat on gorilla and zombie.
Gotcha.
So I am going to claw attack him. It's so close.
Still believe it's an 11.
Yeah, so question. I do have heroic inspiration. Can I burn that as a bear form?
Yeah, no, it's your heroic inspiration. You could be just as heroic as a bear. Look at Winnie the Pooh.
Hell yeah. So I re-rolled that, and that one's a hit.
Alright.
Love it. So 1d4 plus 3.
And I take it that brings it back to prone?
It does.
Alright.
So that's 6 damage on that one. And second attack will be a miss.
He looks like he is not doing good.
I'm looking to make sure. Okay. Alright. I guess that's my turn.
Alright.
Send it.
Next up is Shyla.
Alright.
From your advantage point, you see Zarian get hit a little bit, the brown bear get hit a little bit, and they're still pouring in some stuff on the Grillion with the green line. That looks like it's barely holding on.
Zarian is fucked up.
So I want to use my perception and just take a look at the battlefield. How this Grillion, how close I think it is to death, how Zarian's doing, how the brown... I just want to do a quick battlefield assessment so I can determine where I need to jump in and intervene.
Zarian got hit with 3 big hits. The brown bear is looking okay. I'll let you guys say what your hit points are at. That Grillion looks like one more round of attacks from the bear and it's done. But the ghouls down below are starting to make quick work of all the human guards.
Alright. Zarian, what's your HP at?
15.
15.
From 42 to 15. And I took 3 big hits.
What about you, Ford?
Just now.
In my bear form, I'm fine. I'm still at 22 HP. I got 6 temp points. Because I get temp points with that too, so I took 6 on that. So I'm fine. Concentrate on Zarian.
So I'm going to cast Healing Word on Zarian.
Alright. How does your healing word sound?
Zarian, you looking like crap. You need to stand up, get back at it, pull out that sword, kick some ass. We need you on the field. Give me some of that sass.
There you go. Alright. Zarian got 9 healing back.
Much appreciated.
Alright. Well, shoot. If I'd have known that. Alright.
Was that what you wanted to do?
Yeah, because I was looking at my 2nd level Healing Word and I thought that's what I was using.
Go ahead and roll another d4. We'll add it to it. And then just swap the little slots off. There you go. Another 4.
Alright. I'm going to take out my...
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to use my bow, though, and hit that Grillion one more time.
Alright. Anything above an 11, I believe. Yep.
You motherfucker. My arrow broke. I got to restring my bow.
There you go. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Alright. Next to the Zarian, then Dread, and then everything else.
Alright, so I smacked this thing with my sword last time, which gives it the Vex property. So I'm going to have advantage on my next attack against it as well.
Alright.
Just want you to know what's going on.
I appreciate it. Good looking out. Good knowing your stuff.
And that's with a... Are we just doubling the damage?
I tell you what, just tell me how you kill it.
So it just bit at me, so I'm assuming that its face is still near me. I like kind of lift my leg because I feel like it's gonna bite again, and I just stab down right through its eyeball.
Its eyes grow cross a little bit as its mass like slides down your blade a little bit, and then you slough it off. It's good to go.
And then I turn and I'll step to right here, so I'm still within both of their ranges. Well, actually, I'll step to this side.
All right.
Excuse me. So that way, if Shyla does want to leave, she can get down. But neither one of these ghouls can leave my threatened zone without getting jacked up. And I will, as a bonus action, I'm gonna give myself. I could give myself full. So I'll wait. Did you say there's a guard down? There's a guard that was like right next to me, right? Like should be right here.
They died.
They died. So I can't.
Died.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll give myself 14 back then.
Gotcha. Yeah, like
Leaving
his
myself with
throat's
6.
ripped out along with part of his lower jaw.
I'll look at him and it'll fuel my vengeance for the next round. Go ahead.
Is that it?
Yep.
All right, Dread, it is your go.
All right, I am going to apply my hex to this guy and choose Constitution. I am then going to take a hit with my Eldritch Blast.
21's a hit.
Well, I'll take it.
Factoring in he's been hit before, he goes down.
Okay. And then I am going to move with climb speed. It's just movement, right?
You have a climb speed,
I do not.
and it's double. So to go
It's double.
5, it costs you 10.
Okay. So, and these are 10, so this will be, I'm going to move 20 there, 10 across to the bottom, and that will be my turn.
All right. Next up, this archer gets hit a couple times. 2 arrows. Poom poom. Dead, as it seems that they are beginning
Who's shooting
to
the arrows?
These guys?
From your standpoint, the one shooting the arrows is this guy right over here. He
Okay.
looks like he's used to be part of the Legion, and they are moving everything down that way. This Gorillion is going to go ahead and start ripping the large chunks of wood away from that thing. You can hear the canvas of the tent rip. The 3 sisters start to scream out in terror. You feel the magical energy wane a little bit, but it doesn't stop. And then, let's see, one ghoul is going for the guard that they've got pincered. So that's a 12. That is going to be a miss. It's going to try for a bite. That is going to definitely be a hit. It looks like it is going to kill the guard.
Man.
Unless anybody wants to intercede.
Sorry, was that towards the guys right next to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to interpose.
Okay.
If they got hit,
Yep.
I'll just impose. Well, it's not much, but it's 3 damage.
All right. The
Take
bite
away
hits
3.
the shoulder. They're good for another hit. They haven't fallen down. This ghoul is gonna maneuver its way over to you, and it's gonna take a claw attack at you, Zarian. 8's gonna miss.
17.
It's gonna go for a bite. 21's gonna hit. It's gonna be 5 points of piercing damage and 3 necrotic as its nasty teeth bite down on your shoulder. Archer. They're starting to make some stuff. She jumps down there. They're firing around. That ghoul gets taken care of. Alright. Next up, back to the order, it's Driz.
That was so clutch that that ghoul just died. Because now I'm gonna bum rush Mr. Gorilla Boy. I think it puts me right at the cusp of him within the 5 feet.
Yeah.
I am going to attack him. You know how a brown bear looks when they stand up.
Imposing.
That's right. Imposing force. And I'm gonna roll a 17 plus. Yeah, so that's a hit. Hell yeah, it is. So it's gonna be a claw. So that's gonna be 6 points of damage.
Alright, and it is knocked prone. I'm doing the pink for
Yep.
prone.
Nice. And then I'm gonna take my second attack as a bite attack.
Remember?
Yep, I hit it anyway. Thanks for the reminder though.
That's all good. It's a hit, so if you just wanted to roll a
Yep.
d20, see if you got a natural 20, you crit fish.
Where is there? There's 11.
Alright, the hit still stands. What's the damage?
Dommage is going to be 7.
Alright.
And then I'm just gonna do a roar in a human voice, be like roar, and that's my turn.
If that's your turn, Shyla, you are up. You see those 4 zombies have got into that brush.
Oh yeah, I see that. I am gonna take my longbow with a flaming arrow.
Alright, you shoot the flaming arrow in there.
Yeah.
Alright, it erupts into fire, and these things are consumed.
Good job.
We'll put that as actively being on fired.
So for my movement, can I come here to the edge and throw a rope down to Dread?
Yeah, that was one of your guys' preparations, is
There
making
we
sure
go.
that you
Hell
had
yeah.
ropes.
I kicked that rope down so Drag can get up here lickety splickety.
Gotcha.
If he wants to.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn. Drag wants some action. He's coming up in here.
All right, Zarian, it is your go.
All right. It was Sister Cyril, the one that was talking with me before, right? There's a ghoul right here. Yeah, I'm going to lay the smack down on this ghoul real quick, and hopefully I hit and I can do something.
Anything above a 12.
Hey, that's a 23
That's a hit.
for 5 damage. And then on top of that, I did hit with an attack. If you attack a creature within 5 feet of you, and as part of your attack action use a melee weapon, you can immediately bash the target with your shield. If it's equipped, the target must make a strength saving throw of 12, please.
All right, and then strength save. That's a 16. That's a success.
And nothing happened. So I smack the shit out of it, and then I tap it with my shield. Oh.
Gotcha.
And I'll try to shimmy in between to like push the guard away a little bit. Or actually, I'll get.
Yeah, I was
I'll
going to
just
say that
stay-
guard's going to help you.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna get over here so that way, in
Just
case,
kidding.
in case he wants to try to attack the brown bear,
Gotcha.
gives me more of an option. There you go. That's my turn.
All right, Dread, you have got a rope that is pushed down to you, so it is not difficult terrain in order for you to make it up that rope. It's the preparations paying off.
Nice. All right. So I'm going to move up to that spot. What does this gorilla look like in terms of damage?
Well, the amount of damage that it sustained to get it to its undead form is immense, but the amount of damage that you have seen be put on it, you'd guess it's barely been hit.
Okay. Cool. I am going to reapply my hex to it. I know it's already pink.
It's just prone.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna reapply my hex to that, and I'm gonna choose strength again to align with Zarian's thing, and I'm gonna hit it with an Eldritch Blast.
Gotcha, that's a hit.
And that is my turn.
All right, next up is the Gorillian zombie, which, despite getting hit a couple times, stands back up and then reaches in and grabs Kawasha. It proceeds to grab an arm and a leg, and it starts to pull, and you see Kawasha be stretched out like a Stretch Armstrong doll. You don't see anything snap off, but he does cry out in pain. Definitely put a lot into him. These guards start to rush up and deal with those ghouls. Come on now. Skeletons are taking some from the archers.
That ghoul's still standing though?
It is. It's almost like the guards are using the help action, so you're going to get advantage on it for your next go. Shyla and Dread, you see these two undead, the two in the center, are talking to each other, pointing things out. They're obviously intelligent.
Curious about that.
Alright, that'll be their turns as Captain Breakspine moves over to intercept that one, and then arrows are flying out. Alright, top of the thing is back up to Driz.
It doesn't cost me anything to change back to human, correct? I'm not seeing it.
I believe you just drop it, and
Yeah,
it
that's
just
what-
happens.
Yeah, okay. So I am going to drop that, and then I'm going to be back in Driz form here. Put him up here, thank you. And then as a bonus action, I am going to invoke Flame Blade.
Ugh, you look better as a bear. I'm just kidding.
Fuck you, man. So bonus action with Flame Blade, and yeah, I'm gonna hit him with that.
Alright,
17.
that's a hit.
Come on, big number, 19 on that.
Ooh.
Nice.
Damn, let's go, dude.
So let's see.
Little man with a big attack.
Big attack, and then I'm gonna do a rope around here, and then I'm gonna be closer to Quasha in case there's something I can do on my next turn. But
Gotcha.
that is my turn, sir.
Alright, next up is Shyla.
And Sister Cyril hear me from where I'm at if I yelled.
If you yelled, she would answer back.
So I want to yell to Sister Cyril and say, Sister Cyril, can you detect, I know there's undead, but can you detect any source, like pinpointed source of magic where it's radiating that, like a control tower within this area? Because they're communicating, the undead are talking. There's clearly something more than just undead going on.
After a second, she answers you. I detect immense amounts of evil to the north in that
Alright.
field.
So that is where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pull out my trusty longbow and I'm gonna take a shot at that Fletcher.
Alright.
Oh shit.
That is a natural 20. That's what I'm
You got a
talking about.
20.
What?
About time. All right, and then
Yeah, I'm gonna go after the boss real quick. Do max damage, you know?
Well, the reason I'm saying there's fucking 4 of you down there handling him. I'm going to these 2 that are clearly communicating. I think those 2 are in charge.
Hell yeah, dude, do it.
So it's 1d. It says 1d8 plus 3.
Yep. So if you roll that,
So d8 plus 3. Yeah. All right. I'll take 8.
we'll do the crunchy crits. We'll just add 8 on top of that. 13, 16 points of damage.
Take that, you son of a monkey. Fucking bitch. My insults are terrible. Yeah.
You're
Well,
not
you
casting
are
vicious
drinking,
mockery.
so that helps.
I'm telling you. So I loosen my arrow, and it aims true right at Fletcher. Strikes right in the chest area.
Hits him. It looks, for such a big hit, kinda unfazed. You saw the recoil. You definitely knew that you hit. It's just, he's pretty beefy.
All right. For my movement, I'm gonna pull that rope back up so it's not dangling over the edge.
Gotcha.
And then yeah, take a knee and wait for my next round.
Gotcha. Alright, next up is Zarian.
On nuts, 13, because you said I have advantage.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Where-
dead. You got the final hit in on it.
Sweet. And then that guard that was smacked. Which one was it? The one that you said that he got hit once.
The
and then
one to
he-
your right.
I don't know. Their HP wise, like I wanted to like give him a hit point, but I don't know.
Yeah, he's that one right there.
Okay. Does he look like he needs it?
He looks hurt. He looks like he couldn't survive another hit.
All right. I have 6 left. You can do this. I smack him and give him two health back.
He starts to clutch his chest as the wounds start
Actually,
to
we'll
close.
go
Thank you.
3.
Thank you.
Yep. And then I'll run up. Can I see Sister C?
Yeah, there's a large opening in the tent. You can see in it.
Bam. I will impose myself in between Sister Cyril and the Brilliant.
Gotcha.
And if that puts me within 5 feet of Washa as well, that'd be awesome.
We'll see that you could get there.
Awesome. Let's do it. That's my turn.
All right, Dread, it is your go.
All right. Red is going to, seeing his friends in danger again and seeing the damage this thing has just done, he is going to Legolas style jump and run up to this thing. And I am going to make an attack with my scimitar.
Hold on a second. Did you say you're jumping off of that?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a stickler, but you
If I got a
jumping
roll
off
or
of
something,
it.
man.
That's probably going to be like, it is fall damage, technically.
I'll take it. He's yeah.
How
he's
about,
getting
how
it.
trying to
about
be
this?
rude.
You jump down, you move towards the back of the Grillion. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna attack.
Gotcha. The patch that you landed on was 9 feet below, so totally negated the whole need to take fall damage.
Nice.
Also, it's very anticlimactic if the hero falls, twist their ankle.
Yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
I mean, if Shyla's getting advantage from being above, I'm not trying to be a
So-
dick. Like, you know, I'm just looking at it legitimately. That's all. I'm sorry. Not trying to take any cool thing away from your guy. Like, I think that's fucking awesome.
Okay, that's 6. Shit, sorry.
Because my guy would be like, if we were fighting somebody up there, I'd want to kick
11.
them down, you know, or battle shield bash them off of the fucking thing so they fall and take battle or damage down to you. That's what I was thinking. So,
And I'm gonna go
He's
ahead
just
and
laying damage into this thing.
pop
He
another
is
divine
dead.
smite on this fucker for
Oh.
another 9.
That is just enough. I'm saying you jump down, you do a little tuck and roll, you come up with twin scimitars,
Dude, that's
you
some
slash
badass.
across the back of the leg, and as it stumbles down, Kawasha kind of comes down to a level. Then you stick the scimitar in the side and just wrench it back, decapitating it.
Nice.
Cool, man.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to heal, and that is my
Alright.
turn.
There's 4 more of them coming.
Is that your turn?
Oh yeah.
Captain Break Spine disengages.
I'm not gonna lie, but Breakspine hasn't done shit.
He hasn't.
He hasn't
He's
done
walked
anything that
that
you
thing.
guys have seen. Even though I
Well-
don't highlight the fact that he's fighting and stuff like that, he's still doing things. I just don't want you guys to sit there for 20 minutes while you watch me play with myself on camera. I figure
I
that's
mean,
some of the most
wouldn't be a
boring
first.
shit.
I'll pay for that.
All
Let's
right.
rewrite the rules here, Doc.
You guys are paying?
So break spine gets in there. Any time that you need to make a saving throw while you're in 10 feet of Captain Break Spine, you're gonna get a +3 to it.
Nice.
So he moves into a more depth position and starts surveying the battlefield. Tells Ursula, "Hey, there's probably some stuff happening." That's him. Ogre zombie. I'll remove it. Since we got we're back up to the top of the round. It is Drizz's go. As you were seeing a couple of these things.
All right. Seeing a couple of things where? I see one ghoul inside here.
Yeah, there's one ghoul up there. There's a field of carnage, and then you're seeing black arrows flying over the palisades.
Right.
They're almost
I'm
hitting
reading-
goats.
Okay. Oh no, don't. Goats.
No,
I'm reading Moonbeam, and it doesn't say it has to be in sight, just within 120 feet. But I'm assuming I have to kind of see where I'm throwing it, right?
Yeah, if you got a target, you got to be able to see it.
All right. If that is the case, he's gonna take an opportunity. All right. Well, I guess for now I will bonus action shillelagh, and I'm gonna use my. Well, let me. I've never had the flame blade. It says it lasts for 10 minutes, so I still have that, right?
Yeah, it's basically like think
Okay.
about like a yield lightsaber.
All right, then I'll just hit him with that thing. So I will
Run up to that ghoul and whack it.
Heck yeah!
All right.
Not with that, I won't. I'm assuming he's probably at an 11, right?
He is at a 12.
12. That's.
Didn't like it and jumped back.
You did in fact grab its arm, but all the skin just sloughs off in your hand.
Ew, gross, man. It's disgusting. I guess that's my turn.
Gotcha. Next up is Shyla. As these
Alright,
things
so-
are constantly raining fire, but because of your position, you got 3/4 cover, +5 to your AC. A lot of the arrows are hitting around you, nowhere close to you.
So, can I use my... I'm trying to think what would fall under. To determine whether or not acid would affect the undead.
Yes, acid affects tissue, so it would definitely affect the undead.
So, I'm trying to remember, because we used the jug on the night prior, because we used it to give honey to everyone, so the jug should have been replenished for today.
Correct.
I just don't remember where we put the jug.
One of the tents, because we partied with it, remember?
Yeah. So I'm gonna do this. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna yell to that guard down next to Ursula. My fellow companion, my fellow warrior. I know we're struggling, but we will win this, and I need your assistance. Please, with haste, run to the tent and bring me the alchemy jug. Post haste. And hoping he listens to me and grabs that jug and brings it up to the tower.
Alright, we'll see what he does on his turn.
Was it the guy that I healed? I named him Fred on field, just saying.
Yeah, it was Fred. He owes us.
There you go.
So I'm gonna hope that makes it to me the next round. But in the meantime, again, I'm taking another longbow shot at Fletcher.
Gotcha. He sees a 14.
That's not gonna make it.
He moves quickly to the side. The arrow passes. He's moving.
I'm actually going to
surprisingly
give
good
you
for
my
an undead.
heroic of inspiration so you can reroll that.
Are you sure, man? I'm not good with this.
You did really good last time. I have faith in you.
All right, DM. What do you think? Is that acceptable?
Yeah, he's giving you inspiration.
Fingers crossed.
Come on, Shiloh, you can do it.
Blow your loot.
I failed you.
It's all good. It's the heat coming off of that bonfire.
I sent you a thanks, but
Your-
that head.
Your loot is out of tune.
I take a moment to take a knee and to retighten my bowstring because it sucks right now.
There you go.
That's my turn.
All right.
Hold on. Dread, have you been injured? Are you good?
I've been injured, but I've been taking care of myself. I'm okay right now.
Nobody else is really close enough to me.
I'm at half. I'm like
Yeah,
at
Zarian
20
needs-
out of 42. So
Are you close enough though for me to throw a healing word at you though?
within it 60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, within 60 feet. Yeah.
All right, then let's do
Wait.
it. Let's do some healing word.
He's 32.
You got this. No, I don't. But you got healing. Nice. Thank you.
There you go. Enjoy it.
How much you hit for? Or get
6.
back?
Sorry? 6 heal.
Nice.
Unless you're telling me I don't get all 6 of it.
No, I just didn't see it pop up yet. I'm refreshing.
Oh, yeah, I saw it for
There
6.
you go. I did. That's a bunch of 2s.
That is filling up my second level slots for spell casting.
All right. There
All right,
you
that's
go.
my turn.
Next up is these gentlemen.
Actually, it's my turn.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is. My bad.
All right. I'm going to ask Kawasha before I move. Are you good? Are you okay?
He steadies himself on his feet using his quarter step. He's like, "I'll be all right for this one."
And with that, I'll do a halfback juke, like drop back right here with a burst of speed to going for a an attack with my rapier and shield bash at the same time against this guy.
All right. It's AC of 12.
And there's no way I have advantage on it either. Can I use my last luck point
You can
and re-roll that?
Yeah, to re-roll it, absolutely.
Outstanding with a 23.
Hit.
Oh, nice. 10 damage. And then also it needs to make a strength saving throw of 12.
With all the damage that he's taken before from Captain Breakspine, you destroy him.
Outstanding. Can I tell you how I kill him?
Sure.
So with the post right there, the way I duck dodged and did that counter move, I like basically slam him into the post. Oh, my sword going through his, I guess it'd have to be his brain. It just goes through his head, and it's almost like it gets stuck in the post behind with my
Please.
shield against him. And I just use my shield as pressure to push it, like push him and pull the sword out.
Please tell me you said stick around.
No need to stick around there, buddy. As he falls over.
What's Krieger gonna do?
All of the
He's
skeletal
probably gonna
archers,
make a clone of himself.
the
You said
skele-
Krieger.
all the skeletal archers fire. Shiloh, you end up taking 6 points of damage as like a bunch of arrows fly your way. With mob rules, 1 arrow hits out of the 6 that they fired, so you only took 6 points of damage.
Okay.
There's only 2 skeletons, right?
Yeah, 2
A, B.
skeletons
Oh,
and
okay.
then Krieger and Fletcher.
And then the masterminds.
That was all their stuff. Dread, it is your go.
All right, I am going to should be able to make it up here with a dash, I believe.
Before Dredd moves any further, I put my hand on his shoulder and I said, wait for us all to go at once. Don't go out there on your own. We don't know what's in the woods.
Dread ignores him, and he goes up here, and
It was worth the try.
then I have a bonus action left, I believe. I'm going to use that to reapply my hex on Fletcher, and I am actually going to choose intelligence. So he just feels dumber.
Disadvantage on ability checks using intelligence.
Yeah, I just feel that's right. And that is my turn, sir.
Gotcha. Breakspine's turn. He starts saying some good stuff. Everybody can go ahead and raise up 5 hit points as
I
he
thought for
hits
sure that
everybody.
would
Oh, awesome.
All right, Driz, it is your go.
Alright, Driz is going to, not Legolas style, but just kind of cool style, pop up there and see, that's who's been shooting arrows at us. And he's going to look at Krieger and be like, that guy looks ugly and he looks like he's in charge. And he's going to cast Moonbeam on him.
Can you make a
And
dexterity?
it is a Constitution 14.
That is a 4. I got one of the
Alright.
numbers right.
So, Constitution, on a fail, he takes 2d10 radiant, which I just rolled, which is 10. So he takes all of that.
He bit.
Alright, and that's a beautiful sight. And then I'm not taking any chances with arrows. I'm gonna take the rest of my movement and just kind of slide down the ladder at the end.
Gotcha.
That's my turn.
Is it okay that I did that?
Yeah. All right, Shyla, it is your go. It seems that they start getting more accurate the more time that you present yourself as a target.
So, are they in a distance where I can hear them?
Over the roaring and crackling of the fire now. But you do know because of the light that they are talking. They are saying things.
Okay.
They're
Uh,
pointing certain things out.
Yep. I'm going to take my longbow again and once again take aim at Fletcher.
Gotcha.
Alright, let's see if I do this right this time. Son of a bitch. I need to get a new bow.
I think it's the fact that you put a longbow +1 in there. I don't think you have a longbow +1. I think it's the
That's
honesty of the game.
Maybe. What do you mean I don't? That's in,
I put the board. I put that white
Yeah, I see that.
circle
Yeah,
around.
it's not a circle.
I mean, it's a beam.
You're right.
Are you
Oh,
doing
sorry.
anything else?
No, that's my turn.
All right, Zarian, it is your go.
All right. I look over and I see Dread, and I'm like, Dread's gonna jump down and he's gonna go over there. I already know it, so I'm gonna get up here and hold. I have to decide. No, I'm not gonna do anything with my javelin, so I will hold my action. If he goes, I will use the dash action to go down as well. Does that make sense?
So if Dread jumps down, you're jumping down with him, using your dash
Yeah.
action. Okay.
Yes, that's my turn.
All right. It is all these guys' turns. They are going to go ahead and back up.
With the rope, just so you know. With the rope.
Back up there. They are shooting. Let's see. Those are both misses. The other dude. Those are both misses. And skeletons. Dread, what is your AC?
16, sir.
All right. That actually is going to hit you. You get hit for 4 points of damage as one of the skeleton's arrows finds its mark. +5 AC on top of that. things saving you. All right, Dread, it is your go.
All right, so Dread grabs the end of the rope, winks at Shyla, and dives off to the ground.
That's big.
There you
I
go.
love it.
And I believe I can move. Should be able to move. Well, actually, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to fire a Eldritch Blast at Fletcher.
Gotcha. Dirty 20's a hit.
Dirty 20. 3, 14, and that is my turn.
Good hit. Blasted stuff off of them. Alright. Captain Breakspine is beginning to mount a counteroffensive. They're starting to pull the archers in, heal people, get people positioned back on the walls to provide support. That is their go. Alright, Driz, it is your turn.
This is gonna pop back up. Be like, well, where'd you guys come from? And then say, Zarian, did you impale yourself? I saw you landed on that spike. You moved your guy.
Actually landed and ran around it.
Anyway,
I'm good.
I am gonna move the moonbeam. I can move it up to 60 feet, and I'm gonna shoink.
It's going to be making
And-
another
What
dexterity.
did I say? I think it was a Constitution. Let me verify that. It's 14.
That's another 4.
Nice. All right, so that's another 8 damage.
Oh man.
Moonbeam cannon?
Yeah. The guy in the sky keeps moving it for me. I guess that's my turn.
All
Actually,
right.
sorry. To move that was a magic action, so I'm gonna take a bonus action, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do healing word. Zarian, you're still down a little bit,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yes, please.
Okay. I'll burn a splot.
I'm down by 11, so you can give me more, especially because I'm out here. I'm about, be in the shit. That'd be great.
Yep. And this is your 8.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
There you go.
That's my turn.
That's my ride or die right there.
All right, Shyla. Fred comes up. He has the alchemy jug. He's like, "Is this the thing that you wanted?"
Say, yes, thank you so much.
Does he have honey all around his lips?
His belly's showing a little bit.
So I decide to pull the cork for the acid. I'm gonna dip my arrow into it because it should have I think it was a half an ounce of, wait, hold on, how much acid was it? It was 8 ounces of acid. So I dip the arrow in there and I quickly notch it before it eats my arrow, and I'm gonna take another long shove at Fletcher.
Gotcha. Anything above a 14
I quit. Alright, well the acid dissolved my arrow.
just gets hit with like fletchings at the end.
So then I yelled to Trey, go kill him! He's pissing me off! And that would be my turn.
All right. Next up is Zarian.
All right, feel like they're just gonna move back further. I look over at Dredge, and we're going to him, right?
Dread just smiles.
And with that, if I skirt the flame, I can literally if I skim the edge of the flame, I can run up onto that skeleton. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. It's literally right next to the flame. Run tiptoe, like I'm an NFL football star trying to stay in bounds, not touch the fire. I will run up to him, and then as a bonus action, looking at my divine senses, I'll heal myself the last 3 that I got. And
Gotcha.
that's what I do.
All right. So Krieger goes ahead and equips a shield and a sword. And as he this sword out, it's a short sword and it catches the light and glows a little bit.
Oh, do they look familiar to me at all? I was curious about that.
No, they don't,
Okay.
but they're wearing the same things as the people from that area. So he looks like he is squaring up against you with a sword and a shield. The skeleton is going to maneuver around and
Wouldn't that give a Zarian an attack, opportunity of attack, whatever?
never
No,
left
because
his
he doesn't
threat
leave
ranged.
Okay.
Good thinking, though. They're a little bit more intelligent. So he's got you flanked. He's going to go ahead and make an attack. That's a 21 for
Okay.
6 points of damage. And you know what? Fletcher's got a clear shot. So he's going to go ahead and take 2 shots with his bow. 18 on the first one, or 14 on the second one. I don't think that
Misses
14
on the
hits.
second one.
All right, so that means that you are going to get hit with this bow. It does 6 piercing and 4 necrotic.
Nice.
And then Skeleton B is going to go ahead and make a shot at Dread. Why not? That is going to be a respectable 7. That's it for them. All right, it is Dread's go.
All right, so Dread is going to swords drawn, dash along this, hop, tuck, roll, come up with his blades out, and he's going to Naruto run the rest of that dash, and that'll be my turn.
Gotcha. Captain Breakspine's doing his thing. All right, Driz, it is your go.
I'm gonna move the circle of the moon again.
Gotcha.
So pop that back over
What does
and
that
well,
do?
It's
just a beam
basically
beam.
like one of those old style. Yeah, what game was that where you basically called in a like divine beam that would chase things down, whatever you're aiming at?
Oh, actually, it lasts for 1 minute. Has it been 1 minute since I cast
No.
it? the
It's
first
been
time?
been
it's
two
been
rounds.
it's been like 18 seconds.
Okay, just wanted
Each
to-
round is 6 seconds.
Okay, perfect. What did I say that was? A Constitution? Was it 14?
Who
Yeah,
who
okay.
with?
Krieger again.
Gotcha. If I roll another 4, that's a 10 this time, so I still take the damage.
Yep, and that. Oh, come on, dice. 11.
11. Let's go.
Yeah, picking at him.
You notice that when the moonbeam touches the sword, emanates a large amount of ambient light off of it, almost like it's entwined with the moonlight.
Interesting.
I like that. I want it.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Shyla, it is your go.
All right. Again, distance I'm not great with. How far can I get and still be able to use a spell?
It depends on the range of the spell.
It says, well, this is what my plan is to get close enough, and then I want to use comprehend language. I want to know if I can get any information out of them before we can kill them. Right?
Okay.
So if they're talking about,
So comprehend languages, you would cast it on yourself. So comprehend languages specifically allows you to read anything that's written. Tongues allows you to speak and hear.
you understand the literal meaning of any language that you hear or see signed.
There you go. So yep, it would go for auditory languages as well. You just won't be able to speak it.
Right. I just want to be able to interpret, especially if they're like talking about anything else that's coming our way, or we need to get out of here and go back to wherever, just to gain some kind of intelligence aspect from this.
Gotcha.
So I'll cast comprehend language on myself, and then I'll use my movement turn to go as far as I can, which I think is, whoops,
We'll put you to the...
should be like right about here, right?
Yeah, I'll let you even go a little bit closer if you wanted to.
Okay, I'll get over the mountain. All right, and then that will be my turn, and I'm straining over the dying down flames to hear if I can see if I can hear anything or something.
Gotcha. All right. That's your turn?
That is my turn.
All right, it is Zarian's go.
Is your moonbeam, is that dex save?
Constitution. That's what I've been rolling.
Okay. I was just curious because I was going to say if I knock him prone, does that mean he automatically fails?
It means he gets disadvantage. If he's stunned or incapacitated, he'll automatically fail those. Incapacitated is the condition that you're thinking of.
Okay, got you. Yeah, and all the different rules are going through my head, so try and narrow it down. My apologies.
It's all good.
All right, I'm going to the target with your shield. Okay, so it has to be, when I shield bash, it has to be the target that I'm attacking. I can't hit one and then shield bash another. If I'm reading that correct, you immediately bash the target with your shield.
It should be the target of the attack.
Okay.
You can always try to do something where you do the shove action. I mean, that's something that's something that you can just do.
That's basically what my shield bash is the shove. So if you let me do that with my shield, I might do that. But I'm actually going to attack Krieger straight up,
All right. It's going to be an AC of 16. He's got a shield.
and that's an 18.
Awesome. He uses his reaction. The shield floods to life and a large pulse of kinetic energy hits. I'm still going to take the damage off of it, so go ahead and give me the damage for your hit.
I also was going to add my final divine smite onto it, which is a 13. Nice. 13 radiant damage on top of the 6, so that's 19 all day.
All right. You are pushed back 15 feet as you hit with your rapier, and then the shield erupts. It pushes you back 15 feet.
At the same time, can I do my shield bash for him? Because I was going to try to knock him prone.
Sure.
Can it happen at the same time? I'm just curious. I'll still fly back, but I'm just curious if I can do it.
Sure. We'll call it like that for now.
Strength 12.
Strength 12?
Yep.
5. He is prone.
Prone, and then I went 15 feet. Can I go through an enemy, or do I choose? Or are
Just
you choosing?
put yourself 15 feet back.
I believe that's what. Yep.
All right. Is that your turn?
That was my bonus action.
Standing up takes 15 feet of movement. I believe you used all of it on your move and your dash, so you're kind of stuck like Chuck like that.
Wait, what?
Like, yuck.
Standing
My
takes
movement
15 feet of movement. And you said that you moved and you dashed in order to make it over to the.
That was like
That was last
2
turn.
turns ago.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's all going in my
This
head.
turn I was literally standing in the middle of them.
Gotcha.
So I have 35 feet of movement, so I can easily close. Okay, so that's 15, so that gives me 20 feet. I have 20 feet of movement that I can still do. I could step up. I'll step up to there you go.
All right. Krieger's turn. He stands up, shifts off to the side, so that way he's not going to get hit by that moonbeam. He's going to take 2 necrotic sword attacks against you. That is a miss, and that is a miss. Krieger is not doing good.
Ooh,
Skeleton
those
A
rolls are-
and Skeleton B are both going to make short bow attacks against Zarian. That's a 12, that's a miss. That's an 18, that's going to be a hit for 6. And then Fletcher is going to go ahead and make 2 bow attacks against Dread. That is a natural 20 for 24. So that's going to be 12 points of piercing damage, and then a 7's going to miss. And that is all their turns, and it is up to Dread.
All right, Dread is going to finish his Naruto run up to Fletcher, and I'm going to strike with my scimitar.
All right.
Are you able to give us a visual of what Fletcher looks like?
Look at the picture.
Undead elf
Is that,
looks like he used to be a hunter or a scout. 17's gonna hit. Anything above 14's gonna hit Fletcher.
Okay, this is 8, plus 12,
Krieger's picture looks bad.
15, and you
How
know
do you
what?
want to kill him?
Ooh, ask him first. Why are you attacking us?
So that blade goes right through his. I basically crike him. So it goes right into the sternal notch and through and out the other side.
Gotcha.
And then I am going to not have the distance for that. So that is my turn.
Gotcha. Next up, Captain Breakspine's doing his stuff with the group. And Driz, it is your go.
All right. Who between Zarian and Dread has the least hit points?
Ooh, me. That'd be
Sorry,
me.
sure.
That'd be me.
Okay. I'm gonna whistle and say, Kitty! And I'm gonna point to Zarian and say, he seeks help. And hopefully Kitty
Oh,
can
his bird.
swoop down, and I'll be able to cure wounds when he touches him.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
That's
Go ahead
perfect.
and put your cure wounds on it.
Yep, yep,
I
yep.
love you,
That is
Driz.
for 18.
There you go. Good
Oh.
times.
And then
Dude, that's beautiful. Thank
that
you.
was my bonus action. As my action, I'm gonna move the moonbeam. I mean, at some point he's gotta get pissed. Constitution 14.
15 survives. He takes what,
Ooh.
half?
Yeah, it takes half on that. Let me roll that.
Come
'cause
on.
I'm slow.
Roll that big money again.
Yeah, right.
Dude, let's go.
All right. He's definitely bloodied.
All right, and that is my turn.
Gotcha. Next up is Shyla.
Alright, I'm going to move. Whoops. I'm gonna move on down this way so I have a clear shot with my bow at Krieger. Zarian, what's your hit points at right now? I know you just got 18. What are you sitting at?
Dude, I am at a 4 from max, so I'm at 38 of 42. So
Dread, what are
I'm
you
good
sitting
right
at?
24 or 4.
24 or 40. So I'm going to take my longbow shot at Krieger, and then after that, I'm going to use my bonus action for
Healing word?
1 healing word.
Gotcha. Krieger is going to be a 16 to hit for armor class.
Alright, come on, bow. Son of a bitch. It was on the 19 and rolled over to the.
I'm gonna give him one of my luck tokens.
Well, there you go. You got a luck token, so you can get a reroll on it.
Nah, I feel like you guys are wasting these luck tokens.
It's not wasting.
It's not
No.
waste.
I see that I received luck token, and I look at the longbow and I say, this is your last opportunity to strike true, or you are going to go into that bonfire behind. So I take a deep breath, bring that arrow. Oh wait, hold on. Damn it, I left my jug over there. So line up my shot. Better. but not enough.
Closer, but yeah, definitely did not strike true.
Alright, and then bonus action, I use my healing word on Dread.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Or nothing.
Yep.
3
Dang
points
it.
back. You're sitting a little bit more pretty.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
my
your turn? All right.
Yes, sir.
Next up is Zarian.
All right. I will just straight up attack this dude because that's all I got.
Gotcha.
I have already attacked him and succeeded with a hit, so I have advantage with my rapier against him.
There you go. Anything above a 16.
And that is a 24. 4. Damage is damage. 4.
All right. He pushes you back 15 feet with
Nice.
The
And then,
react-
yeah, nothing. I'm literally going to go right back to his face, so.
jump
It
up
doesn't-
and then
it
you run
doesn't-
back in
But also, he needs to roll a d12. Or a 12.
for strength.
For a shield bash, yep.
You got a 21, surprisingly.
All right, well, there you go.
Was that your turn?
Yeah, I ain't got anything else left.
All
Unless
right.
somebody wants to step next to me.
So I'm away from the fire now, so I should be able to hear if there's any conversation.
I need you, Zarian, to go ahead and make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
That's a 15, good sir.
He reached out and you could feel your life force and your essence being stripped away from your body, and you were able to shrug it off. You know that if you would have been hit with that, the full effect would have probably reduced your maximum health pool.
I spit in his face and say, don't fucking touch me.
That's aggressive. Alright, skeletons are gonna go ahead. 2 of them are gonna make shots at Dread. 11's gonna miss. 6 is gonna miss.
Those
Alright.
dice have not been good to you tonight.
It's my job
Yes.
as the dungeon master to lose
you.
gracefully. If I wanted to kill you guys, I would have dropped 18 Dracoliches. Alright, Dread, it is your
Wait.
go.
Is that
Or some flying
foreshadowing?
trolls.
Moves over.
They did say there's more to the north, so maybe.
No, it's
Okay.
those. It's those two. It's Krieger and Fletcher.
Yeah, the power that was coming from them.
Are we trying to keep them alive?
So I'm going to. Yeah, I might knock him out, but I'm
to
going
find
to.
out answers? I'm just curious.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and pop a reapply hex on Krieger, and I'm gonna pick Constitution for when that moonbeam hits him, and then I'm going to combat roll over here and come up and strike him with my scimitar.
Gotcha. I'll
Just
give
cut his
you
arm off so we
advantage
can
for
talk.
flanking.
You want me to just re-roll it then?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm gonna use a luck to re-roll that. Yeah, that's more like it.
That's
All
it.
right,
Yay.
do some damage. All right.
I look over at my shoulder at Shyla and like, that's how luck works.
That's how it looks supposed to work.
Supposed to work.
16, and you know what? Fuck this guy. I'm gonna use a Divine Smite for another 8. 24, and then I'm gonna take my.
How do you want to
Nick.
take him out?
It's me.
I actually think that this guy had some powers on him, and being pragmatic and thinking ahead, I whip the broadside of that scimitar upside his head and knock him out.
So being dead,
Oh, I
you're
can't.
not
Okay.
necessarily like he doesn't sleep. If you
Okay,
wanted
then-
to render him inert, we could go with that.
Yeah, we'll render him inert.
Gotcha. So he falls down, system shocked with the divine energy, but you're pretty confident that he'll make it out the other side.
Right on. And then with my nick, am I able to move over and hit the other guy? Is it directly?
At this point, as soon as he goes down, those skeletons go down as well. They
All right.
crumple. They are no longer held together by anything. Seems that their influence was keeping the undead intelligent and maneuvering, and without either of them alive, nothing to worry about.
Awesome.
Sweet.
I'm gonna stand over it and slowly let the. I mean, are we out of combat or is it?
We're
is it
out
still
of
moving?
combat.
Okay, so as we're out of combat, I'm gonna slowly let those flames kind of cool and they start to kind of dissipate.
I'm coming over here with rope and securing Krieger.
So I tell you what we can do, since it's 9 o'clock and then Thanksgiving tomorrow.
crap.
What we can do is I will drop in the chat the certain things that you guys have gotten. So Krieger had a pearl earring worth 100 gold pieces.
Ooh, identify.
Fletcher has a cloak of Elvenkind and boots of Elvenkind on him. And then Krieger had a moon touch short sword and a repulsion shield. And
Can I
then
have that repulsion shield, guys?
I'm fine with it.
What type of short sword?
a moon touched? I'm gonna put it in the
Okay,
in the
cool.
general. I'm just
We'll
gonna
fight over this stuff.
go ahead and drop that stuff in there.
Amicably.
And then
Okay,
there's one other.
anybody who has identify, I'm pretty sure one of the components you need for identify is that pearl.
It is.
So you just have to have it on your person, right?
Oh,
'Cause it-
I have identified.
awesome! Look at that, dude. Anything you need to identify, you have to have your spell component, and that is one of the spell components. So I suggest you take that.
Yeah, I will take that pearl.
And there is one sending stone in Krieger's pouch. You would know that these things are basically like the D&D version of walkie-talkies, and there's one of them in his pocket.
Who's got the other?
Is it preset?
They only communicate with each other. It's like a mated pair, so there's possibly something on the other side of that. But I figure that's where we'll call it for tonight. It was a pretty fun session.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I
yeah.
do.
Yeah, that
I
was
do have-
great, man.
I do have one thing, if we can, real quick. I'd like to do.
What's up?
I would like to go to my goat friends and release them because I feel like that's what they need. So I'm releasing my friends.
Got it.
So I didn't want to forget it.
It's a very important thing. We talked about it.
I will order. I know I'm not in charge of anything, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna listen. I'll tell the guards to start burning the bodies now, and I'll probably be the one to carry Krieger inside the base.
All right, and
Good,
then
good sesh, gents.
the next session we'll start up
Stop.
with you guys. You'll be awake and you guys will be able to ask him questions, and we just got to remember that your comprehend languages will still be on.
Yep.
Cool,
It's
cool.
good for 1 hour.
It is.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes, happy
It
birthday.
is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Eat lots of food. Get fat.
Happy
Yes.
Thanksgiving, guys. Good game, man.
Happy
Good-
Thanksgiving,
good
y'all.
stuff.
Have a good one.
Later, guys. Yeah,
Thanks.
I got you, bro.
Oh wait, are
Thanks,
we doing
bro.
a long rest?
It depends on what you guys want to try to do, but there's no immediate threats here, so
Yep. I think we can just pick it up in the next session.
that
I
works.
think we did
Hopefully
really
Damien
good.
will be able to join us, and we'll be good on that aspect.
All right.
Cool. See you guys.
All right.